You're making marks and there's 1,000 images flowing through your head and potential compositions. And it's thrilling, but I have like 1,000 cookies next to me because I'm just like nervous. Once that process is over, you enter the zone. That is blissful and wonderful to be in. And for as long as I can preserve that, that is my favorite part. The power of art is to lower one's guard, to help you connect. And there's something radical about connecting. For me, what I have seen, what I have actively experienced, people who engage with my work, you can feel the love in it. Those things affect anyone who interacts with them. My favorite thing as a painter, as an artist, is to have a painting that is fully abstract and to have that very painting in a space that has zero relation or very little relation to the origins of that story, and to still have it resonate. So for instance, there are people who write to me of a feeling of renewal, of a feeling of like extreme sorrow mixed with joy, that those things are just like a distilled understanding of that space. And that in that connection, there is room for then using social change. If you're comfortable within yourself, how do you extend that comfort to others? Those are things that are in themselves considered soft. They're soft power. They're radical in their nature. You're navigating in quick succession across time and environments. So there is, for instance, the traversing from day to night, from land to water. So you have every element and every experience enmeshed in one, if I could, in a visual language. I hope that it is more a space for people to bring in their own experience and their own language. And if they're generous enough, they can then learn more about my experience. I wanted to work with the figure of the Ciguapa, which is this folkloric trickster figure from the Caribbean, specifically from the island I'm from, the island of Hispaniola, which is shared by the Dominican Republic and Haiti. And so what I wanted was for that figure to frolic and rebel and be unruly. And so I am creating, through installation and painting and sculpture, different ways of expressing that energy. I am an artist who's very much drawn to the materiality of work. I always want to remind the viewer that they are seeing an object in space, even when it's a painting. I always am aware of the fact that my biggest competition as an artist right now is tech. We're using the same exact materials to basically create new worlds and new imagery. The things that are in your phone, the same cobalt that is being mined elsewhere is being used in a lot of these paints. I want to remind you, you are present, you're here, and you're experiencing something that can only be experienced in its full self by you moving around it, by you realizing it has edges and it has like weight. What I'd like to keep is this idea of freedom within my practice. And whether it fails or succeeds, I always want to leave room for a new space of being. I would hope that all the different facets of the exhibition can act like doorways to different journeys, to different ways of arming yourself, filling your love arsenal, if anything, your love for the world, your love for self, your love for community and others, and to start that by being present enough to understand that.